Ancestor altar. I think it's Monday. Y'all, I just wanted you to see this. I just set up. Do y'all see what I see? You see the beautiful beams and the orb dancing on his crib rag with his flowers. I wanted to see if y'all see the activity I see. Isn't that pretty? I just got fresh flowers. They didn't have roses. You see, isn't that gorgeous? Do you all see what I see at this lunchtime altar? It's for Nipsey, PNB Rock, Jackie Wilson, King Von. You see that? G.I. Joe. Hey, buddy, do you see that girl? Do you see what I'm seeing? You see them too, boss lady. You see the beams and the orbs. I guess they like this lunchtime snack I made for them today. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my, you see that? I put some pictures up in the community forum. Some people, my big sis was having a problem seeing it last night. Hers wasn't working. I could still see the pics. Everybody else could see the pics. She couldn't see the pics, and she thought it was me or something I did. But then she noticed on another page, the community forum was the same way. Y'all see the bright lights? Isn't that gorgeous? You know what? Actually, they didn't have any roses, but I think these flowers worked out well. You see, they match the colors of the food. I know, baby. I seen the thing too, but her phone, I don't know, something acting up with YouTube and her phone. You see that? And I had ordered a red velvet cake. It pissed me off. Ooh, look at that. Because when they got it here, it was broken. Like they dropped it on the ground or something. It was cracked all up. So I had to take pieces from it and do something creative. And Nipsey told me to put some of the flowers. Y'all see it? Thank you. I'm glad you love it as much as I do. So luckily I got some wild looking flowers. You see they go with the cake and dessert. I coordinated the food with the flowers. Nipsey told me to put some the flowers on the cake. Look at that. I did it. I hope you all think it's pretty. I think he likes it. I did my best to take some flowers from the bouquet and put them in the red velvet cake to make it coordinate. And he wanted some apple pie wedges. He's so spoiled. So I got some for him with sugar. And I put the strawberries on the flower. What do you think? What you think, buddy? What you think, my buddy Lizzie? You like it? I put the flowers in with the food. Thank you, boss lady. And the juicy, I put some fresh, juicy strawberries. It's so pretty. I think the colors are. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And you see the candles are beaming on it. Now I just got my baby his hot plate with his beef. Has some more Ethiopian food with his beef tips and rice and carrots and potatoes with onions and cabbage. We have a fresh drink. And I guess they like it because you see the candles, the orb right there. You see him up? Oh my. You see that, buddy? Oh my. I'm so glad I make y'all's mouth water. That's a good thing, you know. A lot of people cook food and there are a lot of good cooks. And I think I'm a part of that because when somebody cooks something and they do a good job, make it look good, and y'all say it looks good, that means they're good at what they're doing. I'm an amateur, I'm a baby, but as you can see, I practice every day because I do. Oh, wow. What Nipsey tells me to cook what he likes. You see that they are off the chain in here. Ham and PNB. PNB is just like Nipsey's little brother. He just adopted himself into our family. He's been hanging out since that happened to him, physically happened to him. And he up here hanging with Nipsey. I got them 2-day drinks and King Von be like, don't forget about me. I'm like, okay. So I had to put his name. I had to put his name. You know what? Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, baby, because I got to get you some more candy. I tasted it. I never had it before. I fell in love with the Hershey's white chocolate because King Vaughn likes the white chocolate. Oh, my God. It's delicious. Aren't those pretty? I love to spoil my honey. You know, I've never bought a man flowers. This is the first man. Aren't they pretty? We're going into winter, and this is real springy. Ah. Oh, my. He likes the Egyptian statues, too, so those are Nipsey's. Thank you, Miss Airy. Tomorrow's Yom Kippur. You're supposed to fast all day and all night. No food, no water. But I feel like this doesn't apply to them. It applies to me. So I'm not going to eat tomorrow. Oh, I just felt somebody walking here. Oh, my God. That scared the fuck out of me. And I saw like I had a white shirt on. What the fuck? You know what? I want to tell you all, the ones that are psychic and the ones that can see spirits and beings and people and entities. Thank you for letting me know y'all see them in here. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, beautiful. I'm glad y'all like it, because y'all will tell me, I see one in the cup, I see one on the altar, I see one in the beams. I don't think that's stupid, y'all. I don't laugh, because I see them all the time, and I'll deliberately not say anything. And then somebody like, I just saw one right by you. Nipsey walked up. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, you saw it, because I saw it, but I wasn't going to say nothing. And so, no, you all are doing really, really good. I'm glad when you put the comment, I'm like, what does it look like? And they'll start telling, it look like this, like that, like an entity. I'm like, yep, I saw it. I just wasn't going to say anything. Oh, wow. Isn't it gorgeous? They must be happy with me right now, because they're buzzing. I think I got more than Nipsey and PNB in here, because there's so much energy and activity. I know Nipsey always brings people. I just wanted you to see that, because I thought it was so gorgeous. And just in case, for the people that like to see these, because I know a lot of people don't watch these. They'll wait to watch when I have a reading or something, or what's going on, or when I'm going off. They don't like to watch these, but I do. And I put them up here for the people that are like me, that like to watch them. I like to film it, and I'm glad I did. When that happened, my girlfriend couldn't see the pictures yesterday. I'm like, let me film these and put photos, so we'll have them for all time. And we'll be able to walk back and look back and document these things and what I see and what you all see. Oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous. Hi, baby. Hi, Ermias. Joseph. Ashkadam. This is for you. This is your Monday lunchtime altar on the eve of Yom Kippur. You can eat, but I can't. I'll fast for you. And fast for you and pray for you and PNB and my father. But I'll probably come back tomorrow. I gotta drink. You're not supposed to drink water. With my health and dealing, I can't go all day with no water. So I guess I can't really follow the rules. I can't live like that. I know a lot of elderly people that are Jewish, when they're dealing with Yom Kippur, just celebrating it. I haven't been initiated yet, but I'm studying and living by the principles. But I can't do it because of my situation. It would just make me sick if I go all day with no water. So unfortunately, why are you saying wow, TT? Look at Nipsey's cup. Look right by his blue and gold goblet. You see that orb dancing right there? Let me see if I can catch it. Because that's his cup. That's his plate. Well, this is his altar. He just will let me share it. So I'm sharing it with PNB today and my father. Of course, my father has his own altar. I haven't put that on there. There it goes. You see it dancing? Oh my God. And it's so bright. You see that, buddy? You see that, Lizette? Oh my gosh. Like they partying. They partying. And that's Nipsey's stuff right there. Oh, it's glowing so bright. You're shining. Okay, you see his dancing. There's a crib. There's a crib orb. We love to see. It's dancing. Hi, baby. I love you. We love you. I know, TT, isn't it? That's why I tell you whose it is. That's Nipsey. That's his altar. That's his plate. You see that? Look at his goblet with that green. I have to call them back. Y'all can't interrupt our session. Okay, it's on the black. The light is so bright it might be hard for y'all to see it. I'm trying to move so you can see it. It's jumping around. It's moving. I know, TT is so bright. He's so bright. He's communicating. There it is. I tried to put the green orb right there in the beam. You see it's in between. It's a beam right in front of his cup, his goblet. Can you see that beam? I'm trying to move so you can see it. Whoa. Hi, baby. And I move to the side. I love you, Ermias. Joseph. Hey, Tim. Ashkadam. Hi, baby. Look at you. You're so beautiful. I'm glad you like your food. You like your altar. You like your desserts. You're so bright. You're so bright. You like your flowers, honey? I'm sorry I couldn't get roses. I tried to order them 2 days for 2 orders. They were out of stock. So I had to get you what I can because I love to see the flowers. They cheer me up. You see, I got a lot of them. I put them together. It's big. I like to take them out and separate them and then rearrange them like I like them or like he likes them. He'll tell me how he likes them. Oh, wow. See, they're so active today. I got some more on the side right there. Oh, wee. Oh, TT. I'm so glad y'all love him as much as I do, and y'all like to watch the videos, and y'all not tired of him, and I'm not tired of him. And we keep his name alive. We keep him going. We talk about him because he's still here. He still has work to do. He still has things to say. Oh, wow. You see the beam shining on the other glass. That's P&B's glass. I gave him a glass. I'm sharing. Nipsey let me share the altar with P&B Rock. Oh, wow. The beams are just like so big. They're stretching. And his candle is so gorgeous. He's so busy. You see the dessert. Oh, I gotta take some pictures like this. I love this angle. It's so gorgeous. You see that beam coming out. It's got 3 beams now. It's hitting the glass. Absolutely gorgeous. Ah, baby. I love you. I love you. You're my baby. Yes, you are. You're my sweet baby. Want to share your lunch with everybody? Yeah. And then his little apple pies. He wanted I don't know, he wanted the red velvet and the apples. Oh, Lilani, that's right. We love him. You never let somebody that you love, you never stop talking about them. I don't care if it's your baby, your husband, your brother, your sister, whoever it is. You never let them die. You always, if they want to be here and they want to be known, they don't want to be forgotten, you don't. And you go to their grave, if they're not with you in an urn, they're not been cremated, if you can go to them. And you get their dirt too if they're not close by to visit and have it with you on their altar, as well as to communicate with them. You keep everything of theirs. You don't throw anything away. And you have their altar. It's up to you. You might not be as extreme as me and have the altars every week. But when something's going on and they want a lot of attention, oh my God, do y'all see that? I will prepare stuff for them every day. We're in the holy days and dealing with atonement and reversal. So, you know, what happened to P&B Rock and Nipsey and my dad. King Von, Young Dolph, when they've been done that way, you can never give them enough love and enough energy. I can feel it. My house is full of guests right now. And so I'm glad I prepared this on the eve of Yom Kippur. We came out of Rosh Hashanah and then the 10 days in between, which are the bad lands. So if you're not protected or protecting someone or helping to protect someone, and what you say, buddy, the beam shooting straight through yeah, that's why I'm letting you see it. That's Nipsey's candle. All right, there, because you know his colors are blue and gold, and red and gold. The goblets, everything on here belongs to him. And you see, those are pure 24K. No, those are not 24K. Those are that's a 22K gold plate. It's China. It's like an antique one. He likes gold on his altar, and so that's China. He likes gold. All the stuff is his. It's not mine, like the way. Okay, somebody was saying, and what I told them was, I'm gonna get out of it. I have nothing to do with that. Y'all do it the way you want to. They'll say, well, you know, I've seen your stuff, and somebody said that, and your stuff is nice, and I think I'm collecting things like yours. Okay, it's not my stuff. Yeah, I bought it, but it's not my stuff. It's not I love it, and I think, like he said, he told me to get real things, real China, real gold. Everything real. So you would know if it was fake by now because I've been using it for the past 3 years now since that happened to him. It would have been fucked up. And I have more China, and just like he wanted gold silverware, everything has to be real. But what I told the person yesterday was, you can't put, even though I happen to like it, it's just secondary that I happen to like it. I didn't pick anything on here. He did. He actually told me, okay, go look at China, go look at silver. This is what I like right here, blue and gold. And somebody called me. They're like, Alexis, coming from LA. I said, yeah. I said, do you realize that the blue and gold you're picking are Nipsey's colors? Those are Crip colors. I said, no. Those are his colors. He likes it. I said, I just know he told me to pick it. It's just like let me show you. These are my containers for my beauty products. Look at that. What color is that? That's cobalt blue and gold. And then there's what? Straight gold. Because I make my cosmetics out of the colors he likes. And then what's his sage? Blue and gold. That's what he picked. And so I just respected that because it's what he wanted. But then again, I can see and hear them. And then my father didn't want blue and gold on his altars. He wanted other colors. And he likes red as well. And I asked someone that knew my father's sister-in-law, the white lady I told you all about. He was with a white, common law married with a white lady down here. He has 2 children by her. She died after my father physically died because she was too heartbroken to live without my father. But her sister is still alive, and she would tell me my father loved junk food. He loved sweets. He loved cakes. So this him, Nip, P&B. I knew he would love this cake. Him and Nipsey wanted sweets. P&B also wanted sweets. So somebody can tell me, I don't know if P&B also likes sweets, but he's right here on the altar with them. And so I said it to say this. When you pick an altar, make an altar for someone that physically died and they want to be around you. They want to have an altar in the house. They want to hang out with you. Do not pick things that you like because it has nothing to do with you. It only has something to do with you in the sense that you love them and you're preparing the food and the arrangements for them. But it's not your altar. You didn't physically die. It's not about your taste. It's not about what you think is pretty. And that's one tip I will give you. It's not about that. So when people say, oh, I'm going to do mine just like yours, I'm like, please don't do that just like mine because it's not mine. I had nothing to do with this, only in the sense that when I felt, he said, I want this, that, and I only want real things, and I only want real China, and I want it cobalt blue and gold, and I want pure gold, and I want 24K gold, or 24. Sometimes you really can't find. I haven't really found a plate coated with 24K. It's very soft. It's very fine. I think these are like 22. That's full gold. There's nothing else underneath, but there's no design or anything on it. You see there, that's the bone china, but it's a gold trim band, a pure gold band. I think with this might be a pure gold band too, but it's white inside. I had nothing. This is not me. So the reason why I'm saying that, you end up having problems out of someone if you offend them. And you say you love them, but you put what you want up there, you might have a little negative poltergeist activity, or they might not come. They might not respond because you're not doing and putting stuff and cooking stuff the way they told you to. Oh, really? Son, I've dated a Leo man, boss. They like nice up. He's very detailed. And you know what? It blew my fucking mind. And I just kept telling my girlfriend, she probably thought I was crazy. I didn't mean it like towards her in an attraction way or something, like I'm trying to hit on her. I just kept saying, I love you. I love you, sis. I love you. Thank you for giving me this picture of him with the Mikados in the Ethiopian restaurant in LA. I'm like, I love you because people like to make fun of me and say I'm crazy and I'm just obsessed with him. And I knew, he wanted the Ethiopian food. And I know he asked me for it. And he asked me what to put up here. And he told me to make him a chair. And he told me to make a grieving stool. But the style he gave me is different than I saw a stool. She's like, girl, do you know they got a stool up for him? Like, looks like a grieving stool. It's an Ethiopian style stool in there. And they have a chair for him. I'm like, what? She's like, girl, yeah. And here's the picture on the wall of him. I didn't know. I knew he loved his culture, and it's a large Ethiopian rich-driven community in LA. But I didn't know the name of the restaurant. I never seen the shit. I didn't know he went and sat out on a regular basis and hung out, and he was drinking some Ethiopian tea. I heard it, but I never seen it. I didn't know the name of it. I just believed I heard him telling me to do it and get him the food and learn how to cook the food and get his Ethiopian coffee and shit. Like I got his friends the Mexican coffee, like they come chill. And people, oh, you're crazy. And you know what? That's so fucked up, buddy. Lizette and other people that's listening is that the people in LA when they was calling me crazy, they knew that I wasn't fucking crazy. So it's clear that the bitches just don't like me. You know, a lot of women made it very clear in LA they did not like me, and they didn't like the fact that he came here, and so they like to write me emails and call me names and shit. But I would always say the same thing. Like I always say, look, if you can just prove I'm lying and he's not here and he never ate Ethiopian food, he never liked blue and gold, he, you know, never, like when I would say he was funny and he made me laugh, he wasn't funny, if he wasn't a jokester, you know, all the stuff I said, I'm like, just prove me wrong, I'll take it down. They can never prove me wrong, but they like to email me and call me all kinds of names and tell me they was gonna come and beat my ass in Atlanta in the springtime and the fall and shit. And I've been waiting for 3 years. And they would always say that, but wouldn't give me proof. I'm like, I'll take it down. I'll stop talking. I believe it's him. And then, you know, I saw a documentary, I think it was Cousin Capone. And he was like, man, you had to have a real, you know, strong constitution, a lot of confidence. Because if you and Nipsey, y'all started talking about each other, he started insulting you. And he go on and on and on. He said, everybody be on the ground laughing or on the floor. You know, he was real funny and crazy. You had to be real strong to handle that. And I was like, but that's what the fuck I said. He makes me laugh. He cracked jokes, I crack jokes. He's like, tell that bitch I said this, tell that bitch I said that. And I was like, you want me to say, yeah. He'll bend over because he's much taller than me. He'll bend down, look at my face. Yeah, that's what I said. The bitch this, the nigga that. And they just like tearing me up and coming in the comments and calling me a dumb bitch. And you're just obsessed. You're just a fucking liar. You just want to fuck him. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but that's not why I did this. That's not why I did this. He came here. I should have just did what the spirit said to do, goddamn it, and went to talk to him. Because I damn sure was watching the nigga. Nah, I damn sure did have a crush on the nigga. I sure did. I don't give a fuck. Who know? I sure did. But I still believe I was not lying. I knew he came here. And no matter what they said and how they threatened me, hey, Sharon E., and they didn't like what I said about his baby mama, the actress, you know, that supposed to be Nunu, pretend to be from the South, but I'm the real goddamn Nunu, the OG Nunu in this bitch. And this nigga came from the West Coast in the goddamn dirty South trap house and turned my motherfucking ass out. Got the real one. Vagina power in this motherfucker. And I didn't. And there was so many people loving me and supporting me like y'all. Y'all was like, don't let the nigga go. Don't stop motherfucking talking. Don't stop motherfucking doing the ring. You ain't lying about that shit. And then y'all went to prove me or disprove me. And luckily, I'm not as crazy as I think. I'm crazy sometimes. I can admit that I've been through hell in my life. But I really believe that man was here. And when she gave me that the other night, I'm like, she's like, I ate there in July. I'm like, you've been holding this? And it's fucking September going to October, and you've been holding this? Oh my gosh. She's like, girl, I knew you wasn't lying. Don't listen to nobody. Don't stop doing shit. I knew you weren't lying. I knew you weren't crazy. She's like, I went over there. And they have his picture, and that's like a shrine to him. And she's like, girl, remember you said he told you to make that chair and make them footstools? She's like, girl, your motherfucking ass ain't crazy. They got a chair for him, and they got a goddamn footstool. And I was like, what? She's like, bam, here it is. I took the picture for your ass. Bam. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not crazy. She said, yeah, no, you ain't fucking crazy. So I'm saying to say, you have to do what they want. They'll let you know if you're correct or not. They'll let you know if you're listening to them or not. Or if you can't see them and hear them, they'll send someone to you that like, you know, the nigga don't like that bullshit you cooked the other night, goddamn it. And don't like that motherfucking color, and goddamn it, get Auntie Riri stinking ass off there because you know he ain't like that bitch. You know, they'll do stuff like that. You just have to be open. They will let you know, thumbs up or not. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm going to come back in a minute. I'm really tired. I've been working, you know, nonstop. And I know, you say you speak nothing but the truth. Thank you. Okay, boss lady, now let that sink in, goddammit. It's been a hard road. And this is not the first time I got attacked when I said the stuff about R. Kelly. My life got threatened with that. It was bitches that was fucking him. Or getting ready to open their ass and toot that booty up for them. They was calling me pregnant. You know what I mean? I became associates close to a couple women that was fucking with R. Kelly. And that was hanging with him when I was doing the readings and this stuff was going on. I'm always amazed when I do a reading on someone And I'm just passing the information. I'm not trying to get close. I don't contact people. I don't contact celebrities or celebrity relatives when I do these readings. But, you know, they always have a way to find me. I learned the hard way. Baby, y'all will be surprised who'll be watching you and who'll be listening to you. You don't know. I didn't think nobody was gonna pay attention to the shit I said because it's so many readers. They're a dime a dozen, as you know. They're all over YouTube. And people started contacting me, and then I found out people were listening and spreading the videos. And people from these camps that I do readings on, they find out and they'll secretly, what they'll do first, they'll check me out first. And they'll say, let me see what the fuck she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if she real or see if she's saying some shit. I only know I know this motherfucker don't know. They get to listening to that bullshit, some shit I say, think in their head, or really dig down in their ass, or dig in the root of their pussy real deep. I'll know it. Why? Because then I start getting the contact. Somebody contact me, or they'll straight up goddamn contact me. I know such and such, goddamn it. I know P&B, goddamn, I know R. Kelly, goddamn, I know Nip, goddamn it, you's a bad bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what? That shit you said, goddamn, ain't no way you could know that motherfucking shit unless you know the nigga you was out there, you was fucking some. The fuck you. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Or, I hate you, bitch. You saying that shit and telling that shit, bitch. You talk too motherfucking much, bitch. Shut your mouth, bitch. Keep the actress name out your mouth, sis. For I close your mouth for you, bitch. It's, I'm so disappointed because, they always say it's a goddamn black and white and then it's a goddamn gray. These bitches don't be playing with me, goddamn it. They don't either love me and hate me or be in between. They just straight up love or hate a bitch. They don't have mixed feelings and shit. They just straight up hate a bitch. Just call me all bitches, country bitch, ebonic bitch, all wig wearing, take off your wig. And, I'm really disappointed because, the younger women, I ain't gonna call y'all little girls because y'all not really motherfucking girls, goddamn it. You ain't no complete spring chicken, bitch. When you get 35, 39, 40, you're not a spring chicken, bitch. You're a middle-aged bitch. But y'all like to call me an old one, but you're not no little girl, baby, either. If you in your 30s, 10, 40, bitch. You's a middle-aged bitch. Wanna call me names, so you're gonna do this and do that to me. Then I took the wig off several times. And I'm so disappointed because you don't make fun of my wig no more, and you don't ask me to take the wig off. What changed your mind, Pookie? Huh? What wrong, boo-boo? Oh, okay. You thought you were embarrassing me. You thought I ain't had no hair. Or you thought it was gray with no edges. Bitch, I got baby hairs. Even my son got baby hairs, bitch. We had baby hairs before baby hairs was popular to say you got baby hairs. Now they don't ask me to take my wig off no more. Oh, thank you. But I love that. Wish I could copy that. You said you hit them with no way. You hit them with no way. Well, not like Nip Ocean Views. I got them CC. They need some of that Imodium, goddamn, because they got stick on the stomach. For out there on the goddamn sea riding on wave, goddamn it. That straight wavy. That don't need no relaxer, no blowout, no texturizer. That you can just wet that shit and get some of them goddamn rollers and goddamn roll it up and have a wet set. That kind of way. The waterfall curl. Yeah, I'm disappointed because they don't want to see them no more. Now they don't laugh and talk about them wigs no more. I'm so disappointed. Excuse me, disappointed. I'm disappointed. That's right. That's the ATL way to say I'm disappointed. Y'all make me act so silly. Anyway. I ain't had to eat. I feel a little weak, y'all. Let me drink some because we got to have some real talk. Goddamn it. I told y'all I had to talk to y'all about some. Okay, now let that sink in. Okay, boss lady, now let that sink in. Excuse me, sink. Let that sink in. Not sink. Let that sink in. Success is always the best revenge. You know what? Thank you. Because I had one of my gay godchildren. I told him, I'm not going to go back and forth with you because he, she. Now, when I say he, she, I'm not making fun of him. It's really he, she. real androgynous and dress, look like a woman, a sexy woman, but also has a strong male energy with the dick. Because, you know, a lot of niggas like that kind of shit. I thought he was sexy. And he was like, you know what, you can do that. When I showed my foot, my feet and leg, like my grandma said, my feet and leg last night, I had just taken the plastic off my legs and it was just thick, wet skin. I'm telling you, the more you use plastic, get your plastic bodysuit, if you're going to lighten and exfoliate the whole body, especially now it's getting cold, the plastic suit will make you sweat and get wet and push the acid and the cream down into your skin. And as it dies on the top and you're keeping it moist and trapped in with the plastic, it's going to start dying. And it will look a little darker at first, like you see my foot. It was looking a little darker. It does that because the skin on top is dying. But then when all I did was pull the plastic off and I just kind of started lightly. Don't scratch your hard because you don't want no raw skin. Lightly start just kind of scratching back and forth a little bit. And as I start scratching back and forth a little bit, oh, which one you say, buddy? The spirit is one. Okay, it is one. Okay, amen. And it started falling off. So I said, let me take a picture of this. Because I'm saying, fucking, I don't have no model. Let me do my own foot. Everything I do, my face, my body, everything I make, I'm going to make pictures and show it to y'all so you can see it's really me. And he was like, well, that, you know, people be lying. And he was like, he didn't like the cream. So he wanted to even his skin back out because he likes to be in the sun a lot. And I'm like, that's a no-no. If you're trying to even the skin out and exfoliate it over time, no matter how beautiful your skin is, if you don't exfoliate and take care of that, sun is going to damage that skin and even make it look dull. Especially if you already have a lot of color to the skin. I learned it the hard way. Plus, I've studied this for so long because I had, like I told y'all, surgical scars and stretch marks. I had big, thick, they look like dark brown bear claws in the middle of my titties, on my stomach, at the back of my legs, back of my armpit. They were everywhere and they looked a mess. And I've talked about it before, but, you know, we'll talk about it more in depth. It's like my ex, he liked seeing me like that. Why? Whenever you deal with a man and they know that, I mean, this is not true, you know. There are a lot of men, I've seen men with women that are fat, with stretch marks and shit on them, or real skinny, had no titty, no booty. It's somebody for everybody. And if a man really loves you, he don't care if you had a baby, he don't care if you had surgery, he don't care if you had stretch marks. Well, I was unfortunate. Okay, I didn't find anybody to like it. And he wanted me to stay that way. And then would bring me pictures of women who had no scars and would brag about it, but he wasn't with them. Oh, look at my girlfriend. Oh, you see her stomach? You see she's a bikini, this and that. But then would like to make fun of me. And then when I would say, help me get rid of them, oh, I don't have any money for that. I can't do that. But then I realized, because he had a lot of money, this man wanted me to stay that way because he knew how insecure it made me feel because it looked hideous to me. And what you say, Queen? Hey, Queen. Hello. Hey, Dallas. I love Dallas. And I was so insecure and people had made fun of me. Even my own mother had made fun of me instead of showing me how to prevent it while I was pregnant and then showing me how to get rid of it. After the pregnancy, I went through a lot of painful stuff. It was so bad. And I know the women that went through are going to understand. I didn't even like to go into the bathroom and turn the light on because I would just break down and cry. I hated to go to the doctor. I hated to get examined because of that. And he liked that. He enjoyed seeing that shit on me. So I started studying. When he would take my money to get my hair done. If people looked at me and men looked at me and I had hair to my butt when my son was growing up before I got sick and it came out, I had hair all the way down to my tailbone. And I was going to keep letting it grow to my knees because, you know, the women, like on my mom's side of the family, a lot of Native American and a white mixture and stuff, they have hair like that just hangs down and just so gorgeous, just with nothing, no relaxer, nothing, just hangs down and grows like that. And if he saw that and he fixed my hair and men were looking, he would then stop getting my hair fixed. I had a Mercedes at the time. He would say, did you see someone who said hello to you? Because some man was describing this lady looked just like you, said she was a black Mercedes. I'm like, yeah, I ran into a man that owned a bus company and I want to learn how to run it. If I wanted to learn, because he wasn't teaching me anything and it was men dominating the business and they would say, I met this lady. He would ask me, I wouldn't lie. I'm like, yes, I didn't have sex with him or anything. He said that. He's like, no, he was just talking about he would like to get to know you. Okay, then he tore up my car and I didn't have a pretty car to drive. He was like, you know what? If you don't have a nice car to drive, men won't look at you because you're a beautiful woman, and then you have a beautiful car, and you have your hair done, and you have these suits on, you have this jewelry. He's like, so I'm just going to take your stuff. Like I'm 5 years old. And so then so he started taking my allowance, and I didn't have anything. I trusted him, like I told you before. And I'm sharing this stuff because, you know what, I'm kind of embarrassed, and I feel bad about it, but it's nothing I can do about the past. So I'm sharing it with you guys. And I want to say that women do men like that too. They just don't talk about it. So this is for everybody, because a man needs to get away from a woman that would do that. But I'm like thinking about this stuff now, since we don't deal with each other anymore, and I'm starting to really go through the pain of it and go through the lessons and how painful it was. And he knew it was painful, and because he was so much older, I just knew that he was gonna, because he promised me he would do that, be my friend, be my confidant, take care of me, teach me. He's like, I'm going to teach you everything any man never taught you. You'll never want to be with nobody else after being with me. I'm going to spoil you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave. We're going to be together. We're going to get married. We're going to have a house. And it's like, you know what? A part of what he said was true. I'm going to teach you things that the other man didn't teach you, and you're never going to want to leave me. He did teach me things that nobody taught me, because he was so dirty and low down and so abusive. After a few years went by and I saw that he wanted me to stay insecure and fucked up, what he taught me, and then when Nipsey came into the house and I'm listening to a real nigga, you know what I'm saying, even though they had a physical body, a real boss ass nigga, young, hot, young ass nigga started looking at him and listening, and he's like, you know what, this nigga doing this nigga doing that. And then my father started talking, they started teaming up, telling me the shit the nigga was doing, the shit, and I started fighting. That's the first time I started fighting. And I realized he taught, even though it's really fucked up and I had a lot of losses and I'm starting over late in life, he taught me, how can I put it? I mean, so many things about the cruelty and the insecurity of a lot of men. You know, it's a lot of people, male and female, have insecurities, but he taught it to me in a way that was so brutal and literally enslaved me in a house. And then started to pick away things and start to explain why. I don't want anybody looking at you. I don't want any man to give you any money. Even if you're working I don't want you to have a job. I don't want you to meet anybody that knows your father's family. I don't want you to sing. I don't want you to dance. I don't want your hair fixed. I don't want anybody to want you, because they'll take you from me, and I know you'll leave me for a young nigga. And that's not what I wanted. I don't want a young nigga. I wanted an old nigga, because it wasn't about pretty niggas to me, or how fine you are, or how big your dick is, because he had a little dick and it's even littler now. I don't care about stuff like that. That's why when I hear people saying things like that, about, oh, she's a hoe, she fucked this nigga came on her, and I'm just like, bitch, you a stankin', really perverted, nasty bitch to be worrying about my pussy. That never happened to me. I never did that, because I've never been a sex fiend. Like you told me, like I told you, I control my hoe. I control my inner hoe, and it's stuff I don't let her ass do. Because I don't want to be known for that, and I don't want nobody to be able to ID me and have no videos and shit on me. And yeah, she's a nasty bitch. You know, here's the footage. I fucked the bitch, did porn and all that. I ain't never did that shit, bitch. I'm still waiting on the evidence that I did. But this guy's like, I don't want anybody to take you. So literally, you never felt like you were enough. And I'm telling y'all, it's so scary because you don't know people. Yeah, extremely insecure, Miss Doja. And I didn't know that. I thought because he was older and had so much money and so much success and done so many things in life, I thought that an older man would be more secure and more stable. And then I started finding out a lot of dirty shit he had done to people and stolen money and shit from people, which a lot of people that are successful, you think they're successful because they work hard. A lot of times they fuck over a lot of people they think are wicked, they can get over it. And he was just saying, you know, and he had a woman. I didn't even know he was married, but because he kept denying it. But I knew, but I couldn't physically prove it. I said, I know you are. I seen it in a dream. You're crazy. You just seen, you know, everything I said him is crazy. But then he like, hey, read my friend. My friend going to the doctor. They can't find out what's going on. I would read them. They go find it. So I was right when I came to everybody but his stinking ass. His stinking, funny built, pushed in ass pushed into his intestine. So it just looked like his ass was made onto his back and made down in the back of his goddamn leg and slide down his goddamn leg with some big ass a kneecap and a skinny calf and some big bone in his goddamn ankle with some long ass foots. Long ass goddamn orthopedic shoes and shit on. You know, it's like I was always crazy. I was always lying when it came to him. And what I'm saying is the scariest part is like instead of locking me like in a basement or a dungeon, like you be seeing these people be locked in the basements, or some men be in love with their daughters and fucking their daughters and lock them in the motherfucking basement, get them pregnant and shit. And somebody might hear them hollering or help to get them out. You said a lot of men love, but see, that's the problem, Miss Deja. I didn't meet no man that loves stretch marks. I met men who didn't and never picked me. Because, you know, I never lived with anybody. I never been married, never been engaged, none of that. I was unfortunate to get the ones that didn't, okay? So I have no problem with a woman that has them. I'm so glad that women have men that love them. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. So I was very miserable, had very low self-esteem. Even the women in my family would make fun of me because I had them, and they didn't, except it helped me get rid of them. Old bitches in the family would not help me get rid of them. And it was he taught me, when he took my money and anything I wanted to do to better myself, or have my own money to take care of my child and take care of myself, he would take anything that would help me look better, my skin look better, heal my skin, peel it down. He would take the money and not let me go around people like doctors to teach me or give me new products. He would take access to be able to pay to get myself together. I love you too, Sharon E. So what I did, girl, you see how dirty he did. See, he's still insecure, just the dirty shit he did. He like tried to tear up everything and like make sure, you know how somebody, they'll dig a hole for you so deep so they feel like the bitch ain't gonna come up out of this. Or by the time the bitch come up out of it, so much time will be gone on. Nobody won't want her. She'll be bored the fuck out. See, I have been used to dealing with supreme narcissists because my mother is one. And I be listening to different people teach about this, and people talk about their experiences and what they talk about, like the narcissistic rage. And they say, you better get away, like don't provoke them. Get away from them when you start seeing them get real angry because you don't want to deal with a narcissist wrath. Like get as far away from them as possible because they're vicious and they don't care about nothing, nobody but themselves. I couldn't get away from his narcissistic rage because I lived here. I had nowhere to go, and he would take things from me, and then I didn't know it because he wouldn't know all my business. Child, this is another show and shit in the class. We got to talk about this because I learned, he taught me, you know, all the bad stuff. I chose to see the lessons in it. But the thing about me is, I don't know, you know, a lot of times, I don't know if some of you all listening to this or going to listen to this, people looked at me and underestimated me and think I was a weak bitch. So sometimes people can like underestimate you and misjudge you. And just because the way you look or something, they think you are weak and stupid and scary. He always thought that I was weak, but he liked to do abusive things and like steal from me. And my mother was the same way. So I grew up around vicious, violent narcissists. My mother was a very violent narcissist. And we couldn't run, you know, from the narcissistic rage. We were actually put in that to deal with it. So I learned how to deal with a lot of violence against me, physical violence against me, mental, emotional violence, spiritual and psychological rape and spiritual violence, spiritual attacks, because the grown-ups let it. They didn't save us. I want you to Miss Doja, me too, but trust me, you will get someone better one day. It's never too late. Baby, you know what? I'm not even looking at this point. I'm learning to be better to myself. I'm learning to love and respect myself. I'm not going to go out here. I don't even trust men. I definitely don't want to go meet one and jump into bed with them. I need to fix me. I just ain't, I don't trust men no more. And unfortunately, I know there are good ones out there, but I ain't met them yet. So, girl, I'm sorry, baby. That's just not on my mind going out to fuck some, especially in Atlanta. I'm scared of men in Atlanta. I know they do anything with anybody. A lot of them do anything with anybody. And the diseases are real bad here. Sorry. I'll be here and sing to this nigga, goddamn it, in the spirit, and feed this nigga, goddamn it. I feel safer with that at this point. I got too much stuff to heal, even going to my childhood, so I spent a lot of time with that. But because I had dealt with it, and what he did, like, you wouldn't even look at him because he talks soft. He looks old and he talks soft like an old ran down handicapped nigga. But see, y'all have to watch people that talk soft and seem harmless. It's a trick, like Snow White, and you saw the old witch came up and gave Snow White the apple, but that was really the wicked stepmother in the castle who wanted to destroy her, and she bit the apple and thought it was an old harmless lady. Then she transformed back into the jealous stepwife that was jealous of Snow White and wanted to kill Snow White. He's like that. He's like that. He look like an old witchy ass bitch, a drawed up bitch that talk real soft and then will turn around and do some real vicious shit. So I had to endure it. And it's like the way people were talking, even I saw white people, well, you have to email, don't cash at me because you don't know my fees on readings. And you have to send me the picture, your name, the picture of everybody you ask about their names, and the exact questions. So I'll decide if I take the readings. It doesn't work like that over here. And then I'll tell you my rate. And you either do it 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, or no. Even I heard a white woman talking about that. There are a lot of white people dealing with narcissistic mothers, narcissistic men, and they're like, you better run from them when they get angry and deal with the narcissistic rage. I'm not going to run. I didn't run. I'm not going to run from a narcissist. And I'm telling you, that shit is vicious and violent as hell. I'm just not a runner. Now, I'm not stupid. If I'm outside or if I'm inside, somebody's shooting into my house. I'm not going to stand here and get shot and I can't see you. I'm going to go get the blinky, goddammit. The blinky. And I'm going to see what, down 911, and I'm going to try to see what the fuck this is. But if it's coming in, I'm going to get away from the window or wherever the source is, get the goddamn blinky, and then it's going to be on. If you decide to come closer, kick the door in, I'm going to do it. I'm going to defend myself. But just standing there defenseless and letting something, you stupid as a motherfucker. Now, I'm not goddamn stupid now. But if something comes and you're dealing with it and you can't move and you're physically in a house with someone or they're taking care of the house and they got you in a corner and you can't fucking leave like a cat, the best thing for you to do is scratch your way out because you have nowhere to go. You in the corner, there's nowhere to move, so you can't go backwards. If you go forward, you're going to go into them. You can't go left, you can't go right. So I just ran into the motherfucker. And that's the first time I ran into him. And it's very vicious how they are. But at the same time, I believe if you have to retreat for a minute, you retreat. But if one pushes you in a corner like he always did and then would take stuff and laugh. I was so fucking stupid that I really believed, that if no matter how dirty this man is, and it was other people too I did that with, what I believed was the way I was raised. God is going to intervene for you. God is going to fix this because you're a good person. And what he's doing to you, you don't deserve. So this is going to come back on him. Everybody reaps what they sow. And I sat there and took it. And then he would come and apologize. I'm not going to do that no more. Okay, how can I make up for it? And then I'm like, okay. And then he'll sucker punch me again when I don't see it coming. And I'm still believing, one way or another, God gonna help me get out of this. I don't know how, what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go. And then finally I just started thinking about it and I started listening to other women that had been through the same thing. And I'm like, you know what? God or nobody else is gonna save you, bitch. You better come up with an exit plan. And it's like, if you go to school, okay, I'm not gonna give you money to go to school. I'm not going to pay your bills. Okay. If you go out and get you a job, okay, I'm not going to pay your money. I'm not going to pay your bills. So I don't know what you're going to do next month until you get a check. If you have male friends that try to teach you anything, you're going to get the fuck out of my house. If you have girlfriends, I met girlfriends that had houses, cars, and money. Oh, you're going to stop being friends with her. You're going to devote your whole life to me because if you're friends with her, and she just wants to break us up. That's why she's trying to tell you to go to school. She's trying to tell you to get a job because she's trying to get you away from it. Do you see that? See, if you have dealt with someone like that, you already know what I'm talking about. But if you're in it and you're trying to get out, or if you meet somebody, you start seeing them signs, baby, within the first couple of months, get the fuck away from them. Or if you deal with them, never move in with them. Never fucking marry them without a prenup, goddammit. Never move in without a prenup agreement, even though you ain't married. Have your name on every fucking thing. Be careful, but I wouldn't put my name on nothing with this because a motherfucking nigga like that will drown himself just to fucking drown you. Or already have a backup to pull themselves out, and with your names on anything, so they'll cut your throat. Or even fucking, let's say if both of y'all handcuffed together, the nigga will cut his hand off to get his own self out the fucking handcuff with you just to keep your fucking there and take his and hook it on your fucking wrist so you double handcuff just to get you. That's how narcissistic motherfuckers thinking, and you realize they never loved you anyway. It was all about manipulation, power, and control. They will see a woman and they want to own and possess and control the woman, enslave them like a property, not a human being, and then tear the woman down, take her beauty, take her talents, her potentials, hide them, and then try to make her destroy them, put her down every day and destroy herself in private, then get out in public, tell everybody you're crazy, you got a mental problem, you fucked up, because that's what he did to me. And then they'll still be with you, out with you, and everybody's laughing and talking to them, but then cutting their eye and rolling their eye at you and not talking to you. You wonder what the fuck going on. Because they done set it up like that. So by the time they try to kill you or something, you running out the house, or you done shot the nigga, or you outside arguing, and they won't say nothing because they know everybody is looking, and they shaking their head. Oh, po thing, that po man. Look at her attacking him outside. She's attacking him because she's done dealt with it so much, and now she just done blowed up, holding it in. But what you don't know is the nigga been abusing her in private and insulting her in private. Nobody believes. They think she's a crazy bitch because he don't let them see. Nobody don't see him doing that shit. He'll do it in private and then get out in public. They looking at you and him. Now he's the fucking victim because he done told everybody you fucked up in the head. But then at the same time, he's saying that mostly to niggas. So that niggas don't want you. And he tell them you crazy. But have you noticed when niggas do that? The nigga always keep the bitch they said is crazy and they be taking them through changes. That's what people need to think about. You always say that lady crazy and ain't got good sense, and she take me through changes, but you see the nigga always in her house, always pay the bitch bills, don't never fucking let her go, like keep her hanging on so she cannot fucking leave, and you don't know the nigga taking her money. The nigga's jamming her up in there and extorting her, jamming her to fuck up. That's what the nigga did to me. And then when I started talking, thank you, sir, I left him with everything. My mom hate him. Baby, that's a different story for me because my mother was telling niggas to do that shit to me. My mother, and then a nigga was going over there behind my back talking to my motherfucking grandmama because my grandmama had told me the nigga was doing it, talking about me, putting me down, saying I had a mental problem. But the nigga was always over here begging me to goddamn drop it low and make it clap, goddamn it, and make the pussy open, close, and tap, tap, tap. You see what I'm saying? And then when I would not do it, I feel like killing you, because the thought of that and you leaving me, bitch, you see what I'm saying? But then I ain't tell nobody that he gets out in public, and I just want her to get the fuck out my house, to get the fuck away from me. This was like 5 years ago. I want to get a fuck away from me. But you see, goddamn it, 5 years later, I'm still right here. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, they're telling people I'm sick. I don't want her around me. I want her to get the fuck out, and she don't know I'm finna goddamn it surprise her on Christmas, and her surprise is gonna be an eviction. I'm putting this bitch out. Bitch, Santa Claus ain't gave me the memo yet. That was goddamn 5 Christmases ago, goddamn it. You see what I'm saying? Whenever y'all hear a bitch talking about a nigga real bad, but she keep fucking him, and every time she talk about him behind his back to you, the bitch be out with him. The bitch is scared that he gonna get some of that dick. That mean he got some real fire. Ding, 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 ding. And she don't never leave him alone, but telling you don't talk to him, don't fuck with him. If you see him turn the other way, because he fucked men and women and suck dicks, but you still stuck in heels though. It's bitches that'll do that shit too. Nigga always talk, I can't stand, I'm so tired of this bitch, this bitch. Yeah, but then every time you see the nigga at the bitch house, the nigga got the bitch. See, that what you said though, you said I had a dream, he was gonna take my life, and I would, cause you got some good pussy, some fire head, goddammit. It's been your energy too. The nigga don't hear rather kill you, or the thought of seeing you. See, niggas will sit up there and fantasize about some shit you ain't did. They know what you done did to them, how you put it on them, how you open your throat, not your throat, how you open your throat on they dick, how you suck, how you fuck, how to switch your ass, or the way your ass shaped, where your pussy somebody gonna talk about some hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what? I wouldn't even supposed to be talking about this to that goddamn man also, but he know because he's a real nigga. You know, like PNB said, I'm with that dumb shit. I'm with that dumb shit today, goddamn. But I ain't mean to get into this over here, goddamn it. But the niggas must like the shit. There's a whole bunch of niggas in here. Ain't nobody telling me to shit the fuck up. This might be real talks at the altar. What some of you say? I told his new wife he was no good. She didn't believe me. Now she hate him. You see what I'm saying? So she still bet. He bet. What? I done heard about that shit too, girl. They'll leave you and mistreat you. And then they think you gonna fall because they done did everything to dig all kind of holes and fuck you over. And they want you to bed them back. That's why they dig holes for you. They think it's impossible to get out of. As time go on and father time start kicking off in their ass. Usually when they come back, instead of you looking fucked up, they be looking fucked up and their relationship don't work out with their bitch. And then they'll start begging you to try to slip and slide and want you to let them ride all in your ass and throat. You see what I'm saying? Baby, I don't know if y'all heard of the Carol Burnett show. If y'all growed up and seen that, you might be able to find some episodes. She would always tug her ear at the end and sing that song. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a talk and sing along. I forgot all the words. Time I didn't know it, and I have a time to say so long. And then she'll tug her ear, Carol Burnett, and she's like, that was like a shout out to her grandma. It's so long, nigga. I'm like, Carol Burnett, bitch, it's time to go. Goddamn, it's so long, nigga. And they'll really think that you gonna let them come back, calm in they bite. You see, lay down and think you finna arch your back, not back, bite. Like you up there doing your goddamn yoga poses and downward dog and pop get on your knees and shit and pop, lock, and drop it. See, I get to think about that shit when time go. So I guess in a way, hey, God do deal with it, or your ancestors deal with it. One, you know, they always want, like she just said. You know, we can be a power couple. We can do this. We can get shit. I hope he don't pull that shit on me, goddamn it. Because you had 20 years, you mistreated me. For like after the first maybe 5, it was cool. When I came up here, it was cool. In 2004, and the more possessive he got, but kept lying, I started to work on getting my own things. You going through that? Oh, YFW, you ain't got to go through that, baby. Well, I'm glad I'm saying this because maybe it might mean something to you, a witness to you. Because baby, that nigga did what he could to take my stuff, and then would tell me he was doing it, and then laugh and brag. He really thought he had me jammed up, an old ass nigga. Let me tell you something. Don't let age fool you, because I've met young niggas that tried to do me like that. You know what? I don't know what it was. You know, some of y'all, what I think it is, you be having that juju pussy, and you don't know that you be having that juju pussy. You be having that voodoo pussy, and you don't know it, and your mama ain't taught you about it, don't want to teach you about it. And see, it'll get your ass beat. Get you, that juju pussy will have you homeless out there shaking in the cold, crying, ask you to somebody give you one of them old cans of poking beans out the soup kitchen, some of them ramen noodles. And people be think you a dumb bitch must ain't got no good head, no good pussy. Sometimes they will do it to you because you got some good pussy and some not pussy, that sweet, deep, tight, ushy, gushy. But you don't know it because the nigga ain't telling you your shit good. But when a nigga start beating your ass, start taking your money, going in your bank account, stop you from getting your hair fixed, take your nice car. Nigga gave me a regular car, not raggedy. And he was happy with that. Me right, yeah, ain't nobody gonna look at you now. Ain't nobody gonna really see you, you know, give you this. I'm gonna tell your other car. You tore my Benz up. I thought it was funny, but he was riding in nice cars and want me to have one and try to lock you in the house and then put police on motherfucking different shifts. Nigga living in the nigga still lives in the building right now. You think that I ain't worried about you fucking around on me, cause
everybody know me. You know, the police is down there and I catch it or see a nigga in there. You know, I be sitting at your house too. You don't even know I be sitting out there watching. And I'm like, it's nobody coming in. I know that, but they might. So I'm just letting you know that I know so you can know that I know ain't nobody coming in and I will because sometimes I just drive out there and sit and watch it. You don't know. And I'm like, this nigga sick. This nigga sick. I done seen young men do that and jump on women and kill them. So please don't think it's an age thing or because somebody older with them orthopedic socks on, them pressure socks to control their blood pressure swelling in their leg and in their feet and shit. Please don't get it fucked up. Because a nigga won't tell you that you got some good pussy and some fire head. But when you getting your ass beat and when you can't have no friend, you can't have no play date with your girls, Gray can't come over there, can't nobody come over there but him. Nigga threaten to put you out. You can't work. If you can work, they watch your job. You can't have no male teachers at your job. You can't go out and have lunch in the daytime with 50 other people. You can't even be in there for certain niggas they think a little better than them. I got just as much or more money than them. I got some longer dick. And some niggas are studying nigga pants harder than you can. Harder than you will, goddammit. I don't understand it. Some niggas will do that. I guess like bitches let you know what they got. I was in the grocery store with this nigga. About 4 or 5 years ago. This man came in the store. He had on I don't know what he had on underneath, what kind of drawers this nigga had on, or the way he had his pants. And the guy that was with me, he was walking past me. He could see it. I act like I didn't see it. This man had a big old dick and it was long. It was fat and long. How do I know? Hell, everybody in Walmart knew because the man had a real nice suit on, but he had it tailored. He had the pants tailored to where they mold around the center of his motherfucking dick. And he had his dick propped like the dick was sitting up. Like, I don't know, like he had got his dick hard before he came in the store, goddamn it, out there in the car. Or the nigga dick was big anyway, on hard. This nigga had so much dick that he had some little bitty bikini drawers. Look, stop laughing. Look, you know what? I'm finna go. I'm trying to be serious. Y'all sitting up here laughing and talking about showing the dead skull sign, talking about y'all dead and shit. Orthopedic socks and shoes and shit. He did with some of them, like the orthopedic shoe, like it had a high heel on the back of it. But there was some leather shoe. Had some long shoelaces in it and tied it with an orthopedic heel around it. What there's plenty big dick niggas. I rebuked it in the name of Jesus. I didn't look at that man, goddamn. I looked, I said, God damn. You know, I heard it turn my head. Because I already know that a bitch ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? My body ain't built to take that. So it wasn't no use of me looking at it and, you know, thinking about it anyway, because I wasn't finna get a nigga my number. I wasn't finna go approach it. But there's some shit you might look at that and be like, hey, Shawty, you know, can I talk? Or you might, well, here's my business card. I sell this and that. You know, make up some shit you sell. Hurry up and print a card I just, you know, in case you're interested in the bid, knowing the only bid you interested in all that man thing, all that car. You know what I'm saying? See, I wasn't saying that because I already know, bitch, I ain't built like that. And I've had women say, shit, this nigga got all that dick. I just want to challenge him just to show him I could take it. I said, good for you, baby. I'm going to do some leapfrogs on that. I'm going to sit up on top of him and go up and down like a leapfrog. That's the way I can get it. And I'd be like, good for you. I ain't finna do it. I'm not. It was a woman older than me said she finna go in there and fuck this young man because he got a big old dick. And she was like, I can sit. He can lay on his back and I can squat on top of him like I'm doing a leapfrog. I'm like, ribbit, hop on, bitch, because and she was like, maybe she was thicker than me, but she wasn't taller than me. And I'm like, girl, I ain't even got that kind of pussy to even play with a nigga like that. So I looked down and the way you couldn't, like I said, he had on some cold gray colored pants. They was gray, real nice suit, good looking guy. And he had the pants fitted, some dress pants, crease and everything. It was a real nice suit, like a smoke gray. So the pants was light enough for you to see that. This nigga had a print out of this world. And you could tell the way the pants was looking, he did it. Like he get his pants tailored and cut. I guess he go in there in the tailor shop, look, cut this around my dick because I want to make sure the print, and you could just see they wasn't too tight. I could tell they were done like that. because the way the fabric laid across his waistline, he had a real clean, nice waistline. His hips were narrow. He had a nice rounded off ass, and you could see it. His thighs, he had nice built thighs. He had a nice crease. That's why you could tell he had his shit tailor made or had it cut, bought it, and they cut it like that because I could see every part of his body. I could see through, and that's why I knew he had it done like that. But then when he did that shit, man, it looked like a pack of Chiquita bananas sitting up in that nigga ass right there with his dick at the way. That's how the dick was crammed and was not just crammed and bent. This shit was sitting up, goddamn, like a crown in this nigga ass. So I said, oh, I know he get fucked all the goddamn time because this nigga trying to let you know what I'm saying, that I'm built like that, bitch, that I got that. And the nigga with me, I didn't say nothing. I never brought it up. You talking about I love men that West. I love them too, but I mean, I didn't know that though. I don't want to look at that all day because it'll bring that hoe out of me. And I already told you I keep on time out all the goddamn time, bitch. You're not finna get me in trouble because I already know I'll be up there in intensive care behind some bullshit like this. So that's not my fantasy. I know a lot of women, they only like big dick niggas. And they'll brag about they took the big dick challenge, goddamn it. They took that Pepsi challenge. I'm not interested in taking that Pepsi challenge, bitch, because I don't want to become an older woman and have just a hole for a pussy because my shit so damn they had to give me a hysterectomy. Bitch, I don't want now one on, bitch. I want to die with all my shit as much as I can keep in my body. That right there, And the guy saw it. And when he looked down, I looked the other way. I act like I never saw it. We got in the car. It was a moment of silence. And I knew it had upset him because his dick is not that big. It's not fat and it's not long. I knew then men look at other men, not gay. The guy wasn't gay. This is not gay. But then I started getting insulted. And then when I would do my show, I don't want no young men around. I don't want no young men calling in because I used to have a live show. People calling in. And he would sit there and listen to everything men said. He could tell if they were young. One man called and said, Alexis, goddamn, I got 10. I knew then, and then attacked me about the nigga because the nigga said that he had a full 10 inches. Like a nigga in the store. Because, baby, the nigga was armed and extremely dangerous, goddamn it. And I couldn't handle that goddamn blicky right there, bitch. I couldn't handle, being shot off in that pow, because that would have laid me all the way out. I would have been on my back for a couple of weeks, goddamn it. He didn't have to worry about that, but it's like he didn't know. He was always accused, instead of confronting a nigga, you gonna confront me, which is a weak ass nigga. And I saw that, and that's why I was like, I didn't know men walked around like this. I'm not talking about men that do porn, that like to be naked. We know you want everybody to see your shit or get in the pool naked and shit. Somebody told me a football star, I forgot his name. She was like, girl, this nigga got in the pool with his wife and other bitch. Tell me you can see all that meat hanging down. And, I'm not talking about them. I did not know you could go to the grocery store and you can be over there looking at the frozen sausages and shit and get you some hot and spicy goddamn Polish kielbasa. Niggas will walk up with dicks like that. Dicks of death, bitch. In the grocery store. I said, I don't never want to run into that man by myself nowhere and let that inner hole come out of me. You see what I'm saying? Armed and extremely dangerous, bitch. That nigga was, and he knew it. To when niggas wear clothes like that, or you can see they print, and they shit don't even be hard, and you can see that shit, and the nigga done got some little drawers, probably some bikini drawers, and molded it and taped it up and had it propped up and had his pants molded around. Nah, I don't want to talk. I don't want to see him no more. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want his phone number. And if I run into him, I'll turn my head like I don't know, because you don't really want to fuck with a nigga like that, because you know what I'm saying? They let you know that I'm very confident in what I got. I know how to use what I got. I know I got a dick that every woman want, and I got that good shit. I got that good right here, and I'm very bitch, and I'm very potent, and this dick is lethal, bitch. You want? No, I don't want it. I don't want it. As I start speed walking around him and past him, I don't want to see him no more. But other men will get insecure when they got dick problems, nut problems, cum problems, and when they see a nigga that got more dick than them. Just like women get insecure. When you see a woman that's pretty, got a fat ass, like to strip, like to shake her ass, know how to suck dick, especially if she do porn or something. You know, a lot of women don't want a bitch like that around their nigga up. They can look. See, women got a radar too. They can tell if a woman got some good pussy or she like to fuck and know how to fuck. It could be way like she hold her fault, you know, and eat her turkey and dressing and stuff. They know how that lady know how to suck dick. You have to watch men around because a lady told me that she broke up with this man because he was over her house and she had a son and she said he wanted a hot dog. She said the way that man sat there at that table and ate that hot dog, she told him she didn't want him to come back over her house no more. And she didn't want to fuck him no more and suck his dick no more. I said, why? She said it was the way he ate that hot dog, like he was skinning down a dick and putting it down in back and forth in his mouth. So the way he ate it up, like he likes to eat on dicks. Nibble on my dick like a rat, dude. Cheese. The nigga was nibbling down and doing a lot of foreplay. Yeah. What she talking about? Doing foreplay on the hot dog. She said like he know how to suck dick real good. Said well, a foot long, like it was a long hot dog. You know what? I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna take a break. I'm not fucking with y'all. Y'all messy than a motherfucker.